How's it, everyone, and welcome to this virtual open house. My name is Nick Kawakami, and I'm one of the listing agents for this place, Konane Kai, unit number 311. Today, we're going to be touring this two-bedroom, two-bath, two-parking condo located right on beautiful Mokuleia Beach on Oahu's North Shore. I'll be covering all kinds of information using different technologies to showcase the island, the surrounding neighborhood, and the condo itself. So my goal here is to get you excited about this condo and hopefully encourage you to go see it in person. But before we get started, I just want to go over a couple of ground rules in case there are any newbies here who haven't seen one of my virtual open houses before. So first and foremost, this is a live broadcast. It's a beautiful Sunday evening, and I'm coming to you live from my home office here in Kailua. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be using various virtual technologies. So even though I am 30 miles away as the minor bird flies, I'm still going to be able to give you a comprehensive tour of the property, just as if we were walking through the condo together. Also, I'm able to answer any questions or respond to comments you might have as we go through all the information. Whether you're watching this live or on replay, feel free to leave a question or comment, and I'll respond as soon as possible. The benefit of being here live is that I can answer any questions you might have here live instantly. So, finally, my only other request is that you enjoy this experience. Virtual open houses are relatively new technology, and I'm adjusting my personal tours each time I run one of these. Again, like I said earlier, my goal is to get you excited about Konane Kai, so I hope that by the end of our tour today, you'll want to go and see it for yourself in person. But without further ado, let's jump into the virtual tour for Konane Kai Unit 311. We'll start out here in Google Earth, and I like to start zoomed out to give a quick brief about Oahu in case there are any viewers who are not so familiar with the island. As you can see from this zoomed out view, the island itself is shaped like a parallelogram, with the main shores being north, south, east, and west. Typically, our trade winds come from the northeast side of the island, which the island that we call, the side of the island we call the windward side, and the west side that thus ends up being the leeward side of the island. The entire island is considered the county of Honolulu, the city and county of Honolulu, but the majority of our population density resides on the south side of the island. As you can see when I zoom in here, the south shore is split in half by the airport and divided between basically the Ewa Plains on the west, or the left of your screen, and what we call town to the right of the airport right here in the middle. Like I said, most of the population lives and works on the south shore of the island, so that's also going to be where most of the island's attractions will be. For our tour today, we're going to head north to a little town called Waialua, which has a long history as a sugarcane hub during the plantation days. Most of the longtime residents out here are descendants from the plantation workers, but there are also a lot of vacation homes and retirees sprinkled along the shore as well. It's not the town of Waialua is not a popular tourism hub like its neighbor Haleiwa, but it is close to Haleiwa, so that residents of Waialua can enjoy all the amenities of Haleiwa town without having to deal with the high traffic that Haleiwa town has. Speaking of Haleiwa, there are numerous shops and delicious restaurants just a short 10-minute drive from Konane Kai, packed in along Kamehameha Highway. Some of my favorite spots include Sordo's, it's a sandwich shop, Beatbox Cafe, along with those world famous spots like Matsumoto Shave Ice and the various shrimp trucks along Kamehameha Highway. Haleiwa town will also have your closest grocery store, Malama Market, which is a sister grocery store to a big grocery chain here called Foodland. But you can also take a 30-minute drive south into Waipio if you want to hit Costco. So, heading back towards the condo, heading back west from Haleiwa and heading towards the condo, you can see there are two large parks on either side of the condo. So you have this large park here on the east side of the island. This is a private park. It's Dole Beach Park, but it's a private park. And then this little one here, which is Availville Public Beach Park. And Availville Beach Park is a popular spot for locals since it's really the only park that I know of along Mokuleia Beach with bathroom facilities, basketball and volleyball courts, and actually it has a full kids jungle gym as well. Of course, if you lived in Konane Kai, which is the white building here, the building with the white roof here, you probably wouldn't use Availville Park as much, but it's just nice to know you have Availville Park available down the street if you're looking for a public park to use. But enough about the island and its and of course the surrounding neighborhood around Konane Kai. Let's talk about the condo itself, and I'll stick to Google Earth just a little longer to illustrate, of course, its best feature, being a beachfront condominium along Mokuleia Beach. On Oahu, there's not many condominiums that are beachfront, as most of the beachfront properties occupied either by public beaches and parks, or single-family homes, or resorts. And really off the top of my head, I can only think of maybe the more affordable options on a Makaha or Hauula. There are cliffside condos on like the Gold Coast in Waikiki. There's the Sunset Shores next door, which is the gray condominium that you see to the right of your screen. But that's really it, and so that's really what makes Konane Kai super special as a place to live. You're able to enjoy all the amenities, security and convenience of living in a condo, along with the ability to walk through the your private security gate and right onto the beach. The building is it's a great option for those who want to take advantage of the beach without all that upkeep of a single family home on the coast. But speaking of amenities, let's jump into the 360 virtual tour, and I'll show you some of the building's main features. So we're starting off here at the amenities deck, and as you can see, it has a very well, the entire grounds are very well landscaped. This kind of amenities deck here includes a couple of charcoal grills as I zoom in. A nice little lounge area. I'm just using, my mouse. You can see the mouse on your screen, but basically I'm just using my mouse and my keyboard to look around here and navigate all the different parts of the virtual tour. So when we're done here and you're done watching this video, you can tour the property yourself using the virtual tour link and using this exact same 360 virtual tour. This amenities area also showcases to the left here, if I scan over, the pool area, pool and jacuzzi. And then heading back to the right, you can see in the far corner there, the gate that is the private gate that leads right out to the beach. Okay. Next stop is going to be the beachside lawn. So this is the large grassy area between the building and the beach. And again, just looking around, very well landscaped, and is a nice little addition to have an outdoor space. You can also see from this view the parking garage downstairs, and I'll go over that in a little bit. Next stop is the building lobbies. Konane Kai has 2 elevator lobbies and servicing the 4 floors of the building. The entry to each lobby, along with the parking garage, is fully secured. So if I kind of spin this around, I'll zoom out a little bit and spin this around here. You can see that's the secured entry. The elevator servicing all 4 floors. Mailboxes for this side of the building. And then the door going out to the parking garage. And speaking of the parking garage, we'll go out that door, and that's the lobby door that we see straight ahead. Now we're right in the parking garage. The parking spaces are going to be to the left here. There's one in the far corner. You can see that gray sedan right there. And then spinning left, this truck here is going to be the second space. But, obviously the point of showing you this is to show you how close the parking stalls are close to the lobby. And you can also see there's a couple carts here that the condo provides. So really useful to bring your groceries straight from your car up to your condo. And, overall, while there is parking available on Oahu Street, on the street outside, having 2 parking spaces, is a really good feature to have, especially because this is a two-bedroom condo. So speaking of the condo itself, let's head upstairs and I'll show you the entry and front door. From this view, let me just spin around and I'll show you the elevator that I was talking about earlier. It's pretty close. But there is only one other unit past 311, meaning you'll have very few residents walking by your front door. And that's a nice little thing to know, because if I zoom out completely here, you can see there is a sliding screen door available if you want to keep that front door open for air circulation, which would be a nice thing, or the beautiful solid wood door can be closed if you'd rather have it that way. Okay, as we step into the condo, we'll make our first stop at the storage closet next to the front door. Not only is this a location of your water heater that you can see here, but it's also a full walk-in pantry. It's always nice to have storage right as you walk in the door, especially since, living in Konane Kai, you'll probably be coming from the beach, and you can drop your beach supplies instead of dragging them through the whole condo. Having those nice deep shelves will also work great as an auxiliary kitchen pantry for those items that you don't need to use daily. Okay, so next, walking down the hallway, and again I'm using my keyboard and mouse to walk down the hallway. Right here on the right here, you can see the custom epoxy shelf here. Wooden epoxy shelf, a nice little artistic touch. We'll hit the first bedroom on the left, and we consider this the guest bedroom, but it could also double as a home office, obviously, or a kid's room as needed. As we walk into the room, you'll see built-ins here immediately on your left. You'll notice tile floors, an overhead fan, plantation shutters on the windows, and the bed is actually a built-in Murphy bed straight ahead. Then you have the clothes closet with mirrored doors to the right, and then entry into the first full bathroom next to that. Because this has its own ensuite bath, this would be a perfect guest suite. And it's not your normal 2-bedroom, 2-bath layout that you'll see in a lot of other condos here in Hawaii, just because it does have the attached bath. Usually the second bathroom would be in the hallway. This is a really nice feature, and it makes it a really nice enclosed guest suite. Bathroom itself has let me walk in a little bit more. Has a tub shower here on the left. And then this bathroom also serves, if I take a step back, also serves as a laundry room with a separate washer and dryer stacked, Bosch brand. Okay, heading back out to the hallway. Our next stop to the right here is the kitchen. It's a galley style kitchen that that opens up to the living room here on the left. You can see the dining room and then living room here on the left. The kitchen itself has stainless steel appliances, koa cabinets, beautiful matching countertops that match the backsplash, and it's complete with dishwasher, fridge, range oven, and microwave hood. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's really the perfect size to create a nice meal, or really serve as a hub, for a snack after a nice day at the beach. There's plenty of storage both below and high in the upper cabinets. And if we spin around here, you'll see a little bit more lower cabinets. And then finally here at the entry with this tall cabinet here right at the entry. Okay, next stop is going to be the dining room, or what we're calling the dining room and what our client has used it at. The living room and dining room together are one large space, and like I said, of course, our client has chosen a beautiful solid wood table that would easily fit 6 people here for a meal. Of course, between the living room and dining area, you could also flip the configuration if you'd rather have your dining table closer to the ocean, but our client preferred the living room with the view. And then from this view, you can also see a little bit more storage on the back side of that tall kitchen cabinet. as well as a wine cooler here in the corner, and more lower cabinets, would be a good place to store your dining or your bar items. Okay, walking further into the living room, you can see now we've come into a carpeted area, but otherwise tile flooring throughout. The living room does have a nice large fan to keep air circulating. In the living room, there's a lot of options for how you would configure the condo. As you can see right now, our client had some large furniture that they used along with the TV built into the corner back there. But really, this you could configure this however you wanted. A previous owner actually extended the living room out into what was the original lanai over here, to give a little bit more interior space, but at the same time keeping that beautiful view out to the ocean. Don't fear the tiki head right there. My client is gonna take that away upon sale. Okay, we'll head out to the lanai. And the lanai is, obviously one of the biggest, most beautiful features, because you take advantage of this picturesque view, and has just enough room for this sitting bar top here, which would be a beautiful place to have a cup of coffee in the morning, or come have a snack, or even a nice meal for 2 people. And panning to the left and right here, I'll start here on the left side of it and pan to the right to show you the view. I just want to show how vast the coastal view is that the lanai has. So starting from the very right here, you can see all along the north shore of the island, out, and basically the point that you see out there is Pupukea and Sharks Cove. And then I'll head back to this side and show you to the left. You can't really see it from the Matterport tour, but if you stick your head out and look out to the left, you can see all the way across the rest of Waialua and out to where basically the shore juts out for Dillingham Airfield. Dillingham Airfield is a popular spot for skydivers. If you remember on the overhead view from Google Earth, the Konane Kai kind of sits on a peninsula. As you can see here, it's a little like a little land that juts out. So that's why we have amazing views all the way across the North Shore when you sit on your lanai out here. Okay, continuing the tour, we'll head into the master bedroom. This coming in from the lanai just basically showcases that the lanai can be accessed from both the living room and the master bedroom, giving you the benefit of a nice lanai to walk out when you wake up in the morning, or have a nice place for your guests to enjoy from the living room side. The bedroom itself is pretty straightforward, but heading back this way and spinning us around, I like to point out that the orientation does face directly out to the ocean, of course taking advantage of the view and the breeze. Otherwise, overall, carpets on the floors, overhead fan, and additional mirrors on the walls to help open up the space a little bit more. Attached to the bedroom is the main closet and bathroom. The entire suite, this entire bedroom suite, is private and allows you to close this door here on the left for an entire private space. And here on the right is an L-shaped closet, mirror sliding doors, and you can see the built-in shelving and racks that are fully customizable for your specific situation. Moving further into the bathroom, you can see you have a large vanity here on the left with your sink. Then the first area here on the right is going to be the toilet and bidet. You don't really see very many vintage style separate bidets like this anymore, so it's a cool little feature. And then the second area is going to be your walk-in shower stall with movable shower head. Overall, the bathroom and closet area are very well appointed. Obviously, having that little touch of luxury with the separate bidet is nice. But again, the entire condo is laid out with a really resort feel. So the bathroom is very well lit and really, makes the overall condo and your master suite, everything like that, very, very luxurious. Of course, all the information I've covered today is available using the virtual tour link available on the listing. Hitting this website will give you stats, as you can see here, You can check out the virtual 360 tour that we just saw, and you can use that at your own pace. You can review or share this open house on demand video. There's also the floor plan of the entire unit. You can view all of the photos available, and then finally see the Google map for a location of the listing. It's all laid out on one page for your convenience, and again can be found using the virtual tour link on this listing. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and it gave you a good feel for the property overall. If you'd like more information or to schedule a private showing, hit up your favorite real estate agent, or of course if that's not me. But if it is me, I'd be more than happy to give you a virtual or physical tour of the property myself. Definitely, again, hit up that website, konanekai311.com, for more information. So that's going to do it for me today. Once again, my name is Nick Kawakami. I'm a licensed agent here in the state of Hawaii with Marcus & Associates, and it's been my true pleasure to bring you this virtual open house for Konane Kai 311. Have a good day. Aloha.